What's up guys, Peepo here, and today's video is going to be a nice review of this. Not so much the mesh, not the shaft, but the head. This head is the new Boombah, Boombah, Boombah Attack, or ATK head. At first glance, you may think it is a Maverick optic, but there are some pretty subtle and very, I wouldn't say subtle, what's a good word for it? Blatant or out there differences. One of the main differences, I'm just going to get right into it for you guys. One of the main differences is the offset's slightly different. I feel, yeah, the optic has a slightly more curved downward offset, which is okay. It still has very good offset, very good feel for the ball. Your throat is a little bit more solid, although doesn't have any sort of emblem or anything in the front, so pretty solid, nice and cut out on the sides. And it is a 2 screw hole head. It is universal, so you don't got to worry about that. 4 bottom holes, 2 screw holes is a really big thing for me. And then one of the other major differences with this head is, in comparison to what you might think is an optic and blah blah blah, is the sidewall holes are diamond instead of round, or rhombus, where the more pointed ends of the rhombus is pointed up the head, so that the knots can have a little bit more of a higher setting point. So it really has a curve for more of a mid-low pocket, but if you really want to, you can achieve a high pocket if you really want. I think one of the main things that I really like about this head is that with the sidewall holes, you can do double wraparounds if you want, from top to bottom. The top sidewall holes are slightly bigger than the rest of them. There's a decent amount of them, so you can get pretty custom with them, and there's not 29, but there's a decent amount of them for sure. All the hole positionings are pretty good. There's really no thin spots. I feel that they did a really good job of designing this head. This is a pretty cool blue color that they ended up giving me at LaxCon. It's not like a royal, it's more like a cobalt. It's very similar to like a cobalt or cayenne. No, not maybe a cayenne, but definitely a sort of a cobalt blue. And I really like it. I mean, blue's my favorite color, but I feel this head strings up well. It's very stiff. If anything, I would actually kind of throw this on an LSM if I really had to. But the reason why I say that is because it is a $50 head. $50 for a head that I feel, if it was a mainstream, like a mainstream head, like made by one of the big name companies, blah blah blah, in lacrosse, this would probably be like an $80, $90 head. But you can get 2 of these for practically the price of one top level head, and I think it's a great head. I kind of liked the compressor, their first head from Boombah, although it's a little flexible. But with this, I feel it strings up really well. I mean, I pretty much got every style of pocket that I wanted in it. I feel it'll take traditionals pretty well, although I haven't put one in it yet, but it's a fairly good head. For their second head, I think they did a really good job with it. Some people might say they stole the designs from it, but if anything, I think I like this a little bit more. Not just because of the price, but great head from Boombah. I think they really nailed it. And for a company that I've only really seen for like baseball and softball. I mean, I'm pretty sure they do a couple other sports, but being able to focus more so on the player themselves being able to use their products, whereas a lot of the companies try and like they pretty much have to upsell and raise the price and everything like that for their heads in order for them to sell or for them to make a profit. But I feel Boombah is kind of leaning away from that and focusing on the fact that people gotta play. People want to play, but really can't afford it. And yeah, I don't believe it's made in the U.S. Yeah, people focus on that too. But I mean, if you're a first-time player, but you really want to get in it, but you can't, you need two sticks. You have to have two sticks in this sport. You can't just walk up and have one. If you've played for 1 year and you have that one stick and it's just falling apart on you and stuff, like that beginner stick, go ahead, go get you a semi-decent shaft for an affordable price, or even go try and find two of the same sale shafts and get you two of these if you're a relatively new player and you're unfortunately not able to either get or afford the higher end heads. This is a great option. Whether you're a defender or an offensive player, this is a really great option. I wish this would have been available when I was first playing, because I didn't have two sticks until like my 3rd year playing. I only had one, and that's just how it went price wise. I know they do have shafts to go with them. I do not know the price of their shafts off the top of my head, but $50 for what should be a higher end head is great. I think that's awesome. Like I said, it strings up really well. It's very stiff. Really good, a decent pinch for it. So all in all, I give Boombah some props on putting out a really decent second head. Say what you will about it looking like another head, but there's a lot of heads out there that look like other heads, so it's whatever. But so I hope you guys got a decent amount of info out of this. I really hope you at least give it a look-see, the Boombah ATK or attack head. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.